What is going on, guys? CVM here. Welcome to another episode of the FIFA 17 Road to Glory. Play with the best at ufifa.com to get a discount on all your FIFA points and coins. Use the code TVM at checkout. The link is in the description. Welcome back, lads, to the Road to Glory, episode number 3. Unfortunately, we're not as far forward as what I wanted to be at this stage of August, really. We're 6th of August, and this is only the 3rd episode. So at the moment, what are we, like every other day or something like that? So I kind of want to pick up the pace a little bit. The problem I have is the MLS Team of the Season came out. Of course, there are still footy cards floating around the place, some end-of-year SBCs. I'm pretty sure there's a few things left to come from that. And of course, a lot of big leagues start ramping back up again. We've got the French League and the English football leagues have started back up again as well. So there's going to be pretty packed Team of the Weeks going forward. So we're going to have a lot of reviews on our hands. I've not been trying to scale back the amount of reviews that I do, but I would kind of like to get a proper, fully fledged series in FIFA 18 every other day at least. So it might have to take precedent over a couple of reviews, but I am going to try and do as many as I have done in the past, just to let you know. I've got to pick out 6 questions, I think, or 6 comments that I'm going to address in this video, and then at the end of the video, or in the last 3/4 of it at least, we're going to talk about FIFA 18, and I'm going to talk over FIFA 18 footage. What you're seeing in the background here is Division 10 gameplay. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to qualify for FUT Champions, so what I'm going to do is spam some of Division games now, get into Division 9, hopefully accumulate enough coins that we can potentially do an SBC for a Team of the Season player. Chemistry is key. The first question, it's from a lot of people, but I'm going to take this one in particular. It's MSA9 Techers. It's so annoying that people hate when before they even understand what's happening. TVM, they're so thick-headed. Just ignore them. Keep up the good work. I love A Road to Glory. Thank you very much, mate. I got the most thumbs up of any comment. And even though a lot of people are saying you don't have to address it in the video, just ignore the haters and stuff like that, I am ignoring them, and I am very, very thick-skinned myself. I know you said they're thick-headed, but I'm very thick-skinned. I've been on YouTube a long time. I know exactly what to ignore, what to listen to, what's trolling and what's praise, etc. And I'm not really, I don't care. But I feel like I needed to address the reasons why I did the Road to Glory in the first place, because there were a lot of people there that didn't really understand why I was doing it. And also, I looked at the analytics, which is basically the stats behind the scenes, and 39% of the people who watched the first episode weren't subscribed to me. So that is one of the reasons why people didn't really understand what was going on. But to everybody who left comments saying just ignore them and all that stuff, thank you very much for your support. I really do appreciate it. Let's move on to another one, and it's King RDOG Plays. I've got no idea if that's the way you say it, but actually this got more thumbs up than the other one. TVM, when FIFA 18 comes out, do a trade to glory. Now that is something that I used to do in the past. It was the road in the past. I used to do a road to 1 million, or road something like that. Was it road to, what was it called? The road to 1 million, something like that. Basically, where I was trying to build up my way in divisions, but do a lot of trading as well, and it was just trying to get to 1 million coins while still trying to sustain a team at the same time. We did it. I'm not quite sure how many episodes are left on YouTube at the moment. Sidetrack slightly. The gameplay, or the image you're seeing in the background right now, is chemistry is key. What I'm trying to do is I've added a coin boost. We're playing games, and I'm trying to basically knock off a player every game. They're between 700 and 1,000 coins. I'm just trying to buy a player every other game, or every game, just to try and get it done by the end of the episode. So that is essentially what we're trying to do. That's the key, the goal for this episode. Going back to the Trade to Glory, the FIFA 13 series, or FIFA 14, I can't remember when it was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. It was probably one of my most successful series I've ever done. And ever since then, people have been trying to get me to do it again. But the problem I have with it is, I don't actually enjoy trading anymore. I don't know why, but I really enjoyed trading during that period. But now, I don't like it at all. And the other thing is, it takes a lot of time. I could probably force myself to do it, and I could probably get into it. But it does take a lot of time to trade when you have other videos to do. So when it comes to doing a FIFA 18 Trade to Glory, I don't think so specifically, but in the Road to Glory itself, I'm not ruling out any trading. It depends what the 18 market is like, and I'm on PC as well, so it's a little harder to trade, but with that being said, I am going to try my best to sort of throw a mixture of everything into the FIFA 18 Road to Glory. This one, though, obviously FIFA 17, the market's just all over the place right now. Trading would be near impossible. So I'm at this stage of FIFA, who really cares about trading anyway? So going into FIFA 18, yes, possibly, but this one, no. This is from Alf Bay Games 011. He says, could you maybe do a draft to glory kind of thing? It isn't a guarantee of success, but I suppose it spices it up. Keep up the good work, TVM. Thank you very much for the kind words at the end there. Do a draft to glory. In FIFA 17, obviously no, because it's done and dusted now. We're going to just finish out this Road to Glory for the rest of the month and do some player reviews and stuff, and then see where we are at the end of August, and then maybe when we're moving into September, we're going to be doing some demo stuff and things. But going into FIFA 18, I haven't necessarily ruled out a draft to glory or anything like that, but I want to do a proper fully fledged Road to Glory. That doesn't mean I won't be doing drafts within the Road to Glory. So with that being said, I don't think I would do a specific one, maybe, unless there was a massive call for it. But like I said, I haven't ruled it out. But I would like to maybe incorporate everything that I can into one Road to Glory, if that makes sense. Like, I don't really enjoy doing drafts just because I bottle the final. I can get to the final with any team that I pick generally because it just tends to be how it goes down. But then when I get into the final, I completely fall apart and I just can't seem to string a win. I'm not quite sure what happens there. But going into FIFA 18, I will take it into consideration definitely. And I'm not quite sure whether the Road to Glory for me would run from the start of FIFA 18 to the end. I know a lot of bigger YouTubers or YouTubers in general do that. But it's not maybe something that I would do. Maybe I would hit a certain point and think, well, that's it. I can't really achieve anymore. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens. So move on to the next one. Can you do live commentary? I think it will make it more interesting. That is from Epopmas. Thank you very much for your comment. And I've been toying with the idea of throwing in a live game every episode. I don't know whether you guys want to see that. If you do, some indication for me would be if you can hit the like button. I know it sounds really like, oh, he's just trying to get likes, but the like bar doesn't really do anything but give me an indication of whether you're enjoying the series or the video or not. So if you guys want to see, let's use it as a vote. If you guys want to see live commentary, maybe one live game per episode, then all you have to do is hit the like button, and then if we can get over, I don't know, 130 odd likes, 140 likes, something like that, I'll know that you guys are really enjoying it and you kind of want that added into it. You can always leave comments and let me know whether you want it or not, of course, but that would give me a massive indication as whether you want me to add that into the series. Before we get on to the next question, we are currently in our final game of Division 10. And of course, if we win this, which we're 2-0 up at half-time, so we're doing rather well. This guy was actually rather rubbish, I'm not going to lie to you, no disrespect to him, but it was very comfortable. It was just a case of seeing out the game. If we win this, we get Division 10 title, and of course, we could possibly finish the Chemistry is Key SBC. Do you still play FIFA Mobile? A lot of you, that's from Soccer King, thanks for your comment, mate. A lot of people may not realise this, but I used to play FIFA Mobile back in August, September last year when it was leaked early. And it was very successful on the channel. I got to a certain point where it got really boring for me and I gave up on it completely. I don't play it anymore. When I gave up on it on YouTube, I never went back on it. I gave up on it completely. But going into the next edition or iteration of FIFA Mobile, who knows? I might start it back up again. We might start a FIFA Mobile only channel. I tried to do that at the end of FIFA Mobile Just Gone, but it didn't really work. But going into the next FIFA Mobile, I am seriously considering that. Now, before we go on to the final comment, which can be addressed at the end of the video, we are going to complete Chemistry is Key. I had one player left to buy. I had like 500 coins or 400 coins or something stupid, and I managed to snipe him for 400. It took me about 20-25 minutes to manage to get him for 400 coins, but finally we got it and I managed to complete the Chemistry is Key. Now, Chemistry is Key is obviously a reward of one Team of the Season player. There are loads to choose from, and unfortunately I didn't get a walkout, and we got a Brazilian from the Russian league by the name of Ari. I'm not quite sure if you say Ari or Ari or whatever, but either way, it's an addition to the squad that don't get me wrong, I'm a little bit disappointed it wasn't anyone better, but he is head and shoulders better than any other player in that team. He's got very nice attributes of pace, shooting, passing, dribbling and physical. I mean, they're all in the 80s, which is actually really, really nice. The only thing he can't do is defend, but I'm not really bothered about that. So going into the FIFA 18 stuff now. I mean, the FIFA 17 Road to Glory will continue as normal, of course. whether it be tomorrow or the day after, so look forward to that. If you don't really care about my opinion on FIFA 18, feel free to knock off right now, but we are going to get into the pack animation first and foremost. I didn't really want to make a specific video about it. I wanted to just throw it at the end of A Road to Glory, because obviously we're going to go into FIFA 18, so there's going to be some stuff within this segment that I'm going to talk about with regards to the Road to Glory next year. But for the time being, let's just talk about this pack animation. A lot of people love this, and in fact I don't think I've seen anyone really say that they don't like it. I don't like it. I really don't like it. I think it's far too over the top. It looks far too cartoony. The boards on the side really frustrate me. They look really, really blocky and just old-fashioned and terrible. Look at the background, man. I mean, look, there's so much going on. It's far too in your face. The one thing that I will say is I love the card designs this year. Actually, the best card design for me that they've ever had. I really, really like it. And I love when a player comes out. Now, this is obviously Ronaldo. This is the best player you can get, arguably. And he has the most iconic celebration in FIFA or in world football, pretty much. And I love that. Brilliant. And I think this is Isco coming out of the pack now, and this Isco one was the first time that we saw this, and it was really, really good, and I really liked it. But I just don't like the boards on the sides, and I don't like the flares when they first come out, and I don't like the flames and the fireworks in the background. It's too much. It's far too much. There's too much going on. Like I said, it looks too cartoony for me. The flares, I'm not a big fan. But what do you guys think of the FIFA 18 pack animation? I would love to know what you guys think of it, because I mean, like I said, a lot of people say that they love it, and that's fine. If you like it, that's cool. That's down to you. But I'm just not a fan of it. Don't know what it is. Maybe I'll get used to it. Who knows? So this is FIFA 18 gameplay. We can't really tell much from it because, to be honest, apart from the UI or the overlay, whatever you want to call it, it kind of looks the same. So we're not going to be able to tell how it plays, what it feels like, until we actually get our hands on it. But if you really look at it, you really look at the intricacies of the play, you can tell that there are slight differences in body language and movement and things like that. And it does look really, really nice. It looks snappy. Fresh is another word that springs to mind. I love this bit of football here. The movement from Ronaldo is really good. The defence can't quite get near him, and it's a nice finish under the keeper. But the gameplay in general does look nice. They didn't really need to do anything to it, in my opinion. Obviously, I'm glad that they've improved it slightly, because you can tell, like I say, that the movement of the players is a little bit different, and they've added a few more sort of points of animation in there so that they move a little bit more fluidly, and I like that. I like that a lot. But like I said, the gameplay in FIFA 17 for me is the best gameplay we've ever had. I know a lot of people who don't like it, but for me personally, I love it. And another thing that I love is this right here. This is the Icons story trailer that was debuted at Foot Live. And of course, we found out that we're going to get 3 iterations of each icon. Now, I would love to know the full list of icons, and I would also like to know whether the FIFA 17 legends are going to move in to just being icons, because they haven't announced that yet. I know a lot of them are moved over. There's a couple of new ones in here, Maradona for instance, but I would love to know whether Jari Litmanen, that's the only player that I actually care about. Robbie Fowler would be a nice one, but Jari Litmanen, I need that guy in my life. If he is not in FIFA 18, I may throw a wobbler. I might do it. I'm sorry, but I might do, because he is one of my favourite, if not my favourite player of all time in real world football, and I didn't get a chance to use him at all in FIFA 17. Unfortunately, because I didn't play on the console. But now that I officially have icons on my platform, I need him. This Ronaldinho card, though, I mean, I don't care which iteration of icon I get. I'm just really happy that I'm going to get to play with them. And this is the final thing. The new feature that I can't quite remember, the squad battles, there you go. I remember it now because it's written on the screen. I can read. All new feature, squad battles. This is something I really like, and something that will add something really big into A Road to Glory, especially for someone like myself who bottles it under pressure. So if you don't know what squad battles are, obviously you've been living under a rock, but basically these are squads chosen by, I'm hoping by random, by EA, of people around the world. So if you've made a team on Ultimate Team, arguably it could be chosen to be thrown into a squad battle. Now what you do is you take your squad and you go and play against it. It's against the AI. Of course, you choose your difficulty, and then depending on what difficulty you choose is what reward you get at the end of it. Now, every week they're going to do rewards much like Foot Champions, and this is what I like about it, because it's single player. There you go. There you go. You get points per difficulty. Of course, Castro clicked off that. Maybe we'll get to see it again in a second. But you get points per difficulty. So obviously, if you start off at the bottom at beginner, anybody can beat beginner. You're going to get 400 points. I'm not quite sure of the points tally per reward, but ultimately, the higher difficulty, the better the points, the better the reward. So I like that. It adds something different. I bottle Foot Champs. I like playing against the AI. It can be frustrating, but as you can see there, the points go up and up and up on the right hand side or in the center of the screen. If you play on ultimate difficulty, you're going to get 2,500 points or just under, and then you can also do that once a week, and then you can go and play against the featured squad. And again, you're going to get more points again. So I like it, something extra to add into a Road to Glory. And that's basically the key features of FIFA 18. There are a few other things in there, but those are the ones that I wanted to talk about and the ones worth mentioning. And the last question comes from Cameron Murray at the end. Will you do a live stream sometime? Now, I used to live stream a lot on Twitch. I used to do it every day for a good half a year. We've done live streams on YouTube in the past as well. And I kind of knocked them on the head. Basically, there's a lot going on in my life right now. And behind the scenes, obviously, you guys don't know exactly what's going on. But I moved house in the last 2 months. That's still coming together. It's not quite as simple as just, oh, we've moved house, we've moved in, job done. Like, as you can see probably in the background, it's still a mess. And I just don't have the time to get around to doing everything. We're doing the Road to Glory now. We've still got loads of player reviews to do. I've still got social life things going on as well. There's a lot going on right now. And don't get me wrong, I would love to live stream. And I would love to do games other than FIFA on live streams as well. It's just literally finding the time. Unfortunately for me, in the evenings or in the nights is the time that I would love to sit here and do a live stream for a few hours. But the problem I have is my girlfriend goes to sleep rather early because she has to get up super early for work, and the walls in this house are ridiculous. They're literally like paper. So me talking like this in the night in a live stream, it's going to wake her up. She's going to come in and slap me about the head, and I really don't want that. So yeah, it's a bit of a problem. So until I move again, I won't be able to do that in the night. But I'm going to try my best to try and fit everything in. I'm just trying to work out schedules here and there and seeing what I can do with regards to YouTube as well. So anyway, I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to let you get on with your day. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know I didn't really talk about much about the actual FIFA 17 Road to Glory as it was happening, but hopefully in the next episode we can start to adapt to it more, maybe add a live game in if you guys want to see it, and we can start maybe grinding towards the Foot Champs and see where we are at the end of August. If you have enjoyed it, lads, do me a favour, smack the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.